Don't worry, it wasn't your fault or any fault of you. It's just I don't know what happened, to be honest, because usually that works. I was dodging to the right. Yeah, I was dodging to the right side. That's strange. Should have worked. Maybe there's a small chance of the Chimera hitting you. Yeah, so you get to see another try.
Wow. What a mansion!
Yeah. You want to install custom firmware, but at the end of the day, it's still an emulator. It's not original hardware. So, at least in my opinion, if you want to keep it, keep it. In all means, just keep it. But
what is it?
If I was in your position, I would return it
Now, Jill,
because it's just an emulator, and I can also run an emulator on
Chris is our old partner, you know.
on PC. I don't have to get a
let me
$60
handle this.
mini computer for that, which doesn't even have enough power to do what it's intended to do.
Stay alert.
The same happened to you today. I have a feeling that will happen a lot more often to all of us. If it Triceratops, if it would be original hardware, which wasn't powerful enough, that's okay because it's original hardware.
What is this?
But since it's just an emulator, it doesn't even have an analog output. It has a digital output, so the picture is as awful as it's with every emulator.
This is not Chris's blood.
But with emulator on PC, at least I have the option to upscale the image if I want to. I mean, I'm not a fan of upscaling consoles. I like the original look of games, but some people like to upscale them, and I can understand that also. But you only can do that on PC, or not only on PC, but you can't do it on the Mini Classic.
What is it?
You have rich craft. Yeah, then could you stop with that? Because I would have been quite happy with my last speedrun. It would have been below 1 hour and 8 minutes.
What is it?
You bought it secondhand. Ah,
too.
okay.
Maybe
That's
by
a
this
completely different thing. I don't know what you
let's report
paid
this
for
to
it,
Wesker.
but at least you didn't pay full price, and that's okay. I think the original price for a new PS Classic Mini is way too high.
Wesker!
30 euros. Okay, that's a fine.
Help me look for
That's
him,
really
Jill.
fine.
And don't leave this hall for
Also
the time being.
considering the games you get with it. There are really a lot of games included with that. It's a
Find
permanent
anything,
perk.
Jill?
God damn it.
Nothing.
So now this
What
will
is this all
always
about?
happen
I can't figure it
if
out at all.
if you watch my
Beats me
streams.
too.
Great.
Now it's
I'm looking
Wesker's
forward
time
to that.
disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
I know
It can't be
Aris. I
helped.
don't know
let's search
Aris.
for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
What's
Okay.
or
I'll
who's
try the
Aris?
door on the opposite side.
Just a project I
This
was reading
mansion
about.
is gigantic.
Okay.
We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And
Oh,
Jill, here's
just
a lockpick.
saw that I. Oh
It
wow.
might be handy if you,
That's
the master
way
of unlocking, take it with you.
too far to the side.
Thanks.
Okay,
Maybe
now
I'll need
it's
it.
on the correct position. Okay.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. This time I'll be there.
Now you can see the chat again. My chat was missing the whole time. Great. I love it. It's a custom system for the Mini Classic. What's its advantages? Because it has to have some kind of advantage. Yeah, well, I can imagine you can load custom ROMs on it. But is it also more powerful? Or lightweight? Ah, okay. You have to show that to me one day. Because if it's easy to use and easy to flash, maybe I would get a... PS Mini for myself. But then again, it's not necessary since I own a Raspberry Pi and you can turn a Raspberry Pi into a RetroPie really easily and run all emulators on it. Not all emulators, but a lot of emulators on it. I think you can emulate every console up until the PS1 on the Raspberry Pi. Ah, I will see it on stream. I'm looking forward to that. I always like small projects like that. But if you want to install a little retro machine inside your home, maybe also think of a Raspberry Pi. Ah, you wanted the case, okay. I can understand that. The case looks pretty. Ooh, yes! That's a 2.8 time save right there. I don't know what I did differently, but it worked.
Jill,
I won't question
what's going
that.
on? Any clues?
No.
And the pads,
but
okay, the pads you
something's
could have
wrong with this
gotten
house.
elsewhere. Maybe not for
This hall is dangerous.
price.
Maybe it's better to secure
Okay, maybe
our
it was a
escape
good
route first.
purchase.
There
I give you
must be a back door somewhere.
that. Now you're
Let's try
getting
to
really
find
fancy with
it
the names,
first,
trainer.
shall we?
I love it. We have to keep a list of the best ones, and that's the best one so far. Yeah. I can also recommend a Raspberry Pi. Especially if you get the last one, the Raspberry Pi 4 with 8 GB of RAM, you can do really a lot of things with it. I'm currently using it for a Minecraft server. So if you're into Minecraft, I would have a... No! Yeah, come on, fuck off. Now I panicked a little bit. Not because of the crows, because those aren't that bad, but yeah. I had to improvise. Not that good at improvising during speedruns. So how big is the time loss? That's the question. Already a few seconds. Great. 5 seconds. Ah, we can. We can get back into the green zone. Yes, exactly. And I love the interface of it. Because it's so easy to use and good looking. I mean, that also means that you need a 256 GB memory card, which aren't that cheap. I mean, they aren't also that expensive, but yeah. That never happened so far. That's a new one. Great. I wasn't close enough to the wall. Perfect. I love it. Especially there are a few really good looking themes. I'm not at the trigger. There are really good looking themes for RetroPie. Maybe I have to set up a RetroPie again. Because, but that means I wouldn't have a Minecraft server. Damn. Yeah, you're just saying that to me, but in reality, you had the same mistake. I'm sure you lie, Trainerd. I refuse to take accountability for my own mistakes, so it must be your mistake. "11 seconds plus already." Okay, I'm getting the hang of grabbing the notes here. That really works well so far. And this time I don't forget that there's a message. Perfect. Just like that. Why can't I remember that each time? Each and every time. My hair is awful today. Just realized. Damn. I'm sure you manipulated your VOD. You replaced it with another one. At least admit it. It can't be my own mistake. I refuse to admit that it was my mistake. It's your witchcraft which makes me into a bad speedrunner. Oh, I will not be there because on Saturday I'm at Comic-Con in Vienna. I'm really looking forward to that also, but I will check out your VOD. Yeah, with your IT skills? Yeah. Let's not talk about your IT skills. I just don't comment it any further. It's on Instagram, maybe you see the story. I have to have a account for Instagram, don't I? Or is it public? Because I don't have a Instagram profile or account whatsoever. And I'm not planning in getting one in the near future.
Richard, what happened?
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake and also poisonous. Ugh.
Yeah,
Poisonous?
I also think so.
Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have
Don't
brought
worry
some
about
with
your
me.
buddy, Triceratops.
No
Everyone
problem.
has to start
I'll go
somewhere.
and get it.
And the
Thanks.
important thing is that you start with it. It can only get better from here. Think of that. Come on. I was reading chat. I thought the trigger worked and she was going down the stairs. Exactly. Everyone has to do his first step somewhen and somewhere. It's fine. So, let's see how Hans is doing. Because Hans was an asshole this day so far. Maybe he decides to play a little bit nicer. Okay, so far so good. But the problem with him was when leaving the room again. Captain Hans the Third? Okay, let's stick with that. I'm fine with that. I'm not sure if I can remember that though, but the name's good so far. Ooh, wow! That's a first for today. Captain Hans the Third was nice. First time. Love the name, by the way. Come on, open that. Okay. Silent Bob Barracuda. How do you come up with all that names? Silent Bob Barracuda. The fuck? So, the next one already had a name. Do you remember how we named that? Because last time he got me. Also this time, because I turned too far into the wall. Thank you. How do we call this zombie? It's a weird place. I think you're not the only one with a weird brain. I'm sure. Call him Wally? We already named him today. But I can't remember. Was it Heinz? I think it was Heinz. Something like that.
Here's the serum. Richard, hold on.
Well, yeah, let's
you a
rename
shot
him
now.
to Wally.
Jill, here's my radio.
Wally is a
You
good
should
name.
Keep it.
Triceratops, just for you to know, we name each and every
No,
zombie in this game,
Richard!
so we have names
Jill,
to refer to them.
careful.
But their names change each time, so yeah, just so you know. That's the plan for the future, at least. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get rid of the snake. Okay, and leave the room. Easy. 3 out of 3 for today, at least. We can keep that up. I'm quite happy. Okay. Now, again, a good armor room, and I'm happy. Yeah. So much to the good armor room. Yeah. That was an awful room so far. But it also was last time, so... whatever. Oh, with last time I mean my current PB. We still save time. Not much, but still. That one was really close again. Okay, now on to the gallery. I hate the gallery, by the way. Yeah, decent. Let's keep it at that. Okay. Opening and closing the menu costs really a lot of time. No. God damn it, I hate pushing things in this game. This ladder, yeah. I mean, it should be easy. It just needs practice. Those are the things you have to identify that you struggle with them. And then you invest an hour or two, make a save state right in front of them, and just practice them for an hour. And once you're really satisfied with it, really fast, then you go to the next thing you struggle with, and so far, and so on and so on. Okay, that never happened. I hate dogs. I hope the next one don't get me. Okay. Good enough. Yeah, true. It's so awkward that she continues to walk into things and that it takes a second for her to start pushing. Oh, now this time, the zombie wasn't an issue. Triceratops, you don't have to excuse yourself for things like that. Yeah, not every zombie, but a few key zombies, and somehow Trainerd comes up with the funniest names. I don't know how he does that, but he does. I hope it wasn't that kind of accident, Trainerd, because he would be back rather quick. Ah, okay. I see where this is going. Hello, Triceratops' girlfriend. So... And now onto the shark pool and pushing 3 boxes. But that part of the speedrun is the worst, in my opinion. Those 3 boxes. It isn't even Yawn who's the biggest problem. Those 3 boxes are the biggest problem. 1, 2, and a little bit. Ah, that was too far. Wouldn't have been necessary to push it that far, but it's okay. 3, 6, 10, 15, 20, 23, 24. That's far enough. I think I miscounted somewhere. He's just saying shots. Okay, what does she want? Because if it's pronounced like that, that always means that something is up or she wants something. Usually that's not a good sign. Or is she not liking the attention? Ah, okay. I understand. Oh, gold split. That's nice. Okay, Trainerd. We're getting the time back. Small little steps, but we're getting it back. Now towards the plant. Wow. Just saw that the recording of today's stream already has 19 gigabytes. Maybe I should have stopped it somewhere after the other runs. Because working with such a large file, just in case I get a PB and want to cut the video, is a pain in the ass. Do you mean hardly? Because hardly means selten. I think you mean it the other way around. Ah, stupid bad. Okay. Onwards. Shots for that, and now we have to watch 2 uncomfortably long cutscenes. At least not as long as the one right in front of the tyrant, but still. I wonder how much time
What
it
the
took
hell is this?
for the world record holder just to wait for the cutscene each time. Must have lost days so far. Yeah. I really wonder why they didn't make them skippable. But yeah, back in the day they didn't thought of that, I think. But it must have been a conscious decision. Because there were already other games with cutscenes, and they had skippable cutscenes.
Yeah.
That was close. Thanks, Barry.
Don't mention it. What a monster. I can't believe... What the hell is this place anyway?
Damn it, we had the camera change. 1 second wasted. So much fun. Yeah. All those loading zones you can skip. I think each loading zone takes between 5 and 6 seconds. And considering how often you change the room, that's a lot of time saved.
Jill.
I mean,
So
we have
you're safe.
170
That's what I was going to say.
splits.
Where on earth have you been? You disappeared
And
from the hall all of a
those
sudden.
don't even include
sorry,
all room
but I
changes
have
because
my
the
Perhaps you guys have met them?
the detour
It was
to
all
the
I could
bazooka
do to
isn't
protect
split.
myself against those
So there are
strange
more
creatures.
than 170
Is that
loading
right?
zones.
Anyway, it's good to see
Multiply
you're safe.
that by 5 seconds or
Jill,
make it
Our
6
first priority is
seconds.
to get out of here.
And that's almost...
Yes, you're right.
6 minutes... I mean 10
Now, there are
minutes...
a lot of rooms in
7,
that
17
mansion
minutes.
that we can't get
That's
into because they're
17
locked
minutes.
up.
A little bit more than
I have
17
been looking
minutes.
around for clues.
Just
Okay, I'll go to
in
the other
loading
house and
time.
see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm
That's
counting
wild.
on you.
Not just the skips, also the game. The game itself also seems faster. Okay, that's strange. Because it should be the same, shouldn't it? shouldn't it be the same? Gameplay-wise. Maybe it just feels faster since you can skip... the loading zones. I have to give the PC version a try someday. That could be possible. That's possible. I think you're right. We're constantly losing time again. Don't like to see that. Go inside. But both the console version and the PC version should run on 60 Hz. At least theoretically. Oh, yeah, we can do that if you want to. I'd be into that. And we could also compare the games, or the different versions. So let's not pick up the shells this time. That would be great. Yeah, sure. Sure. Okay, then instantly reload. Or else we forget it and have no ammunition once we are in front of Yawn. Okay, so far so good. Wow, that's a big time save here. Ah, yeah, sure, because last time I picked up the spray, which we didn't this time. Yeah. Figured that would happen. Okay. I love how the
Jill,
snake is still
you found
dying
anything
in the
interesting?
cutscene.
Yes, but I can't see very well.
How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here.
Yeah,
Oh, do
maybe
you?
train
Well, then I'll try to go down using
beforehand
the
a
rope.
little bit.
Wait.
Because speedrunning while streaming is really hard. It's compared to off-stream practice, speedrunning is really hard.
Hey, what's going on?
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Barry? Barry?
Yeah. Especially if you're streaming in English. Because, yeah, I need half my brain to form correct English sentences. And the other half is occupied with speedrunning. So, yeah. remember to aim down. Still lost time here. Damn. On my first run, I was 45 seconds ahead at this point. So there's a lot of time save, which you can still get. Your English isn't bad. Not by any stretch. I mean, it's always different to write English and to speak English. But at least you're capable of correct English. So you both can see this as a chance to polish your English. Yeah, that's a problem with foreign languages. If you don't use them regularly, oh, that's such an awful word. You won't get any better. So I already thought of switching my stream again back to German, since it would be a lot easier with speedrunning. But this way, at least I can use it and I can train it, and it really helps. Whew. That one was close. Nah, no. I mean, theoretically, I should be able to speak French because I had French for 5 years in school. But I can't remember a single word in French. Besides, je t'aime... No, je t'aime... Yeah, I already forgot it. I wanted to say my name is Lucas in French, but I can't remember that currently. Je... Something with je. The other thing I can speak in French is j'ai un tourne d'affaires de ma pantalon. You lived in... Ah, yeah, you're... I forgot you're Swiss, so France isn't so far away from your... From you. I'm stupid. But did you use it on a regular basis? 5 years, my teacher asked me to never tell anyone that she was my teacher. Yeah, that's almost the same as with my teacher. So I had the same teacher for 3 years in French. And then she was getting too old and retired. And we got a new teacher. And this teacher went into our class. 1 second. So this teacher went into our class and wanted to teach us some French, and instantly started speaking French. And nobody of ours understood anything, because quite frankly, I know that isn't nice, but our first French teacher was awful in regards to teaching. So it wasn't just me But every one of us didn't learn a single bit in French. And so the new teacher went into our classroom and started speaking French with us. And each one of us got really big eyes. And apparently she asked us something, but didn't get an answer. We didn't even realize that that was a question she was asking. We just thought she was telling us something and we just didn't understood. Until it dawned on her and she realized that nobody of us understood a single French word. And she probed us a little bit. Where's the trigger? Hello? What the fuck? And she probed us a little bit. And tried to find out how much French we understood. Until she realized that nobody of us understood a single word in French. At least not a single sentence. Maybe some words, but not a sentence. And I'm really sorry for her, but she started crying right there and then. Because we had to graduate in a little bit more than 1 year. And she was just overwhelmed because nobody could graduate in French in our class. We had one classmate which managed to learn enough in the upcoming 2 years in order to graduate in French, but nobody else did.
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Wait there! Are you with
At least
anybody,
you
Jill?
met some girls there. That's good enough, I think.
What? Oh no, I'm alone.
Yeah.
But why are you asking?
It wasn't on purpose, Trainer. It really
Listen,
wasn't.
the
She was a
stars are
nice
going to be
teacher. We
finished
liked
soon.
her.
Someone
We
is
already
a
knew
traitor.
from other classes that the teacher was nice,
Everything
so
was plotted from the
we
start by
didn't
Umbrella.
have the teacher in any other lesson. It was our first lesson with this teacher, and we're looking forward to it. Because we already heard that she was a nice teacher and understanding and everything.
Enrico!
And it wasn't on purpose, but she was
Who
just
killed him, I
overwhelmed
wonder?
with the thought of teaching us the content of 5 years in just 2. And yeah, as I said, only one of us managed to do that. Damn it! I thought I was in another room. Okay, that was just pure luck. That was pure luck. I thought I was getting into this room. Was your class this awful? Because we also had a really awful class. It wasn't it wasn't my class, but we had a class which was really awful. And managed to make a lot of teachers cry. It's getting spooky. Okay. Yeah, that's your passive witchcraft. Shame on you. I'm sure you didn't do it on purpose. At least I hope you didn't do it on purpose. Because, quite frankly, those classes are the worst, which do that on purpose, in my opinion. They're just trying to do their jobs, and then there are awful little children being mean to them. Okay, please don't get poisoned. Really? Yeah. I couldn't shoot another time because we need the rest of the ammunition. So I had to wait for the spider to remove the webs. You were kind of bored. Usually that's a sign of being in the wrong school. I mean, at which level were you bored? Higher school or... I don't know what's it called in English. Yeah, okay. I understand why some have difficulties with concentrating on stuff like that. Middle school. Yeah, exactly. Okay. That can be done a lot faster, but at least this time it worked pretty quick. I have to improve on this room a lot more. Like, really a lot more. Still, gold split. With an awful room like this. That... yeah. That says so much about how awful I am in this room. I think we Germans have understood that we wanna... Yeah, but it's important to teach that, in my opinion. Because once you stop doing that, maybe people forget, and that would be awful. So, and now we grab the second one also. Okay, you learned it for 10 classes. Okay, that's pretty long. I'll give you that. Okay. Now imagine a room like that, but without having to grab the heels. Come on. Please stay above 35 seconds because I want to get below 1.8. Oh, just 3 seconds margin there. It's going to be close. Okay, 2 gold splits in a row. Yeah, Triceratops, I want to keep the politics out of the chat, please. Oops. Stupid corner. That corner gets me every second time. Come on, use the computer. Ah, Triceratops, don't worry. I tell you if I'm feeling uncomfortable with things in chat. And don't hesitate to tell you, so don't worry. Everything's good. Sure. We have to keep above 35 seconds time save. Because that way we can get below 1 hour and 8 minutes. That's the goal for today at least. Wow, it's this late already. Usually I stop gaming at 11 o'clock, but I really forgot about the time today. It's just 10 more minutes. We'll finish this run, obviously. I won't cancel this run. So now it gets interesting because the power maze and how often the chimeras will get us. Oh, yes. You're absolutely right. So, come on. Chimeras, leave me alone. I'm begging you. Just let me finish this one run today. Whew! That one was close. Okay, now I have to cut the corners. That's not cutting corners. Damn it. Okay. That's good. I'll take that. That's a gold split. Of course it's a gold split, because I never had a run in which I didn't get hit by the stupid chimeras. Okay, now on to the 3-minute cutscene. Oh, come on. What was that?
Jill!
Yeah, that's for sure. That's my hate part.
I was looking for you.
Barry.
I mean,
Jill,
I'm not
don't be angry. I wanted you to
100%
wait for me.
sure if
Barry, don't screw up
the
again
part
like you
with
did
the
when you
3
dropped that
boxes is worse or this one. But at least at the boxes you can't die, so probably this one is the worst one. And I also don't like this cutscene. And the fact that it's unskippable.
Wesker,
But it is
You did a
what it
fine
is.
job, Barry.
just as I thought.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world
I
very
don't
soon,
think it's
Jill.
unnecessary, it's just a puzzle.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
But
That's
it's
Umbrella's
a
intention.
boring
This
puzzle.
laboratory
It's
has been engaging
easy
in
to
dangerous
understand and to
experiments,
solve.
and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway,
But yeah,
this disaster cannot be made
we don't have to
public.
forget that it's a game for
That's why
kids.
having
So the
stars
puzzle
knows
can't be
about
too hard,
so
or else they
inconvenient.
couldn't solve it.
So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with
but
these
still.
virus monsters.
Unfortunately,
I
the
think you
puzzle is
misunderstand me,
designed
Joe.
as such
To me,
that
the
it's
monsters you mentioned mean
boring to solve,
I'm going to
as it
burn
takes a
all of
long
them
time
together
just
with this
to
entire
push
laboratory.
boxes.
I must complete my mission.
I don't think
as
it's
ordered by
unnecessary.
Umbrella.
It's just
Barry,
purely
go up on the
designed.
ground and wait there.
Barry!
It's the nature of the game to challenge you
Barry's
with
such a
puzzles
He'll be under the
and
control of
to
Umbrella
understand
forever.
things without any
How
hints,
come both
things like that.
Umbrella and you can intimidate
That's the nature
him
of the game,
by
but
taking his family as
If
hostages?
I would have to rank each
Umbrella?
puzzle in the game,
Well, I intimidated
that
him,
would be the
but
worst
it had
one.
nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes. Though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the tyrant.
So, I tend to forget about the cutscene, but not this time. PlayStation is my favorite console.
Tyrant virus.
I
is
saw
a
that you had
supervirus,
discussed this
which creates a
with
monster which
Trainer
is much
during his
stronger
stream
than
today.
these.
Um,
Tyrant
and in my
is the
opinion,
most
PlayStation
powerful
1.
biological
PlayStation 1
weapon
is the
in the world.
best console.
You don't mean you're experimenting on real people?
I also like the older ones.
This
They're
is
great.
really beautiful.
But
All this power
I
will
definitely
be mine.
enjoy the PlayStation 1
For the
games the
sake
most.
of an awful creature?
Don't be upset. All weak people exist to be eaten.
Yes, same. And by a big margin. By a really big margin. Like, not even close. The next one would be PlayStation 2, then Xbox 360, and then PlayStation
Don't come this
3,
way!
I guess. The Switch would be somewhere in between. Hard to say. I understand. It's a difficult choice.
It can't control what it does.
I'm so glad that I remembered not to waste the bullet at Black Tiger, or else this run would be finished at this point. Let's say not finished, but over, which would be the correct word for that. What would you say is your favorite game of all time? Of all consoles or PC games? Your favorite game? Again, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong here. Sega games. But are they your favorite games? That's the question. Please don't kill me. Oh, if I would have died at the last zombie. I don't know what I would have done, but probably nothing
Jill,
pretty.
it's you.
Barry?
I'm really embarrassed
If I had to
see
say
you
what my
now.
favorite game is,
Just leave me.
it's probably
Go
Metal
quickly.
Gear since, yeah,
It's over.
obviously it was
Barry.
my first game that I
Wesker's dead.
speedran, and it's still my favorite
Is
game of
that
all
so?
time. But after
Jill,
that, what's
will
my
you do me a
favorite
favor?
game after Metal Gear?
This is my last wish.
Probably Escape from Tarkov.
Please give this photo to my family. Will you?
Yeah, I know
Sure.
it's a hard thing to think
Give
of,
me,
your favorite game of all
Jill.
time, but there must be one game which comes to mind. For me, it's an easy answer. It's just Metal Gear, period. Oh, let's start with something easier. What's your favorite genre? That should be an easy question.
This is Brad. We're running out of fuel. If there is anyone alive, contact me now, okay? This is your last...
RPG. Okay, so what's your favorite RPG game? Wow, okay. We couldn't get sneezed on by a zombie, or else we died. Oh, else we would die. Oh, we're just so far away from getting under 35 seconds. We're 1 second away. Okay, 1 second and 1/10 of a second. Okay, no mistakes here. Okay, we should be just under 1 hour and 8 minutes. Just 1 second or so. Final Fantasy VIII. Really 8? You're the first one who mentions that Final Fantasy is his favorite game, so I know a lot of people who love Final Fantasy for obvious reasons, but it was never the 8th Final Fantasy game. But usually it's Final Fantasy VII, which is the favorite game. That's interesting. So what makes Final Fantasy VIII better than Final Fantasy VII in your opinion? Just, okay, you already wrote it. Sorry, I should have continued to read. The character and the settings, okay. You would take 7, but 8 was your first, okay. Yeah, trainer, perfect timing. We are below 1 hour and 8 minutes. It was really close. It was really close because we were at yellow health after Tyrant, and then of course the Chimera in the O room got us again for some reason. I don't understand why, but it hit me again. And then of course 1 floor higher, the last zombie, the very last zombie also got me. And I had red health with the low heart rate. So the spike of the heart rate has different heights. Don't know if you already saw that. And it was the low version of that. So I think just a maximum of 5 HP. Can't have any more than 5 HP. Hey, Dark Anubis, welcome. Yeah, it's the first finished run of today, and we reached the goal for today. So the next one will be to get below 1 hour and 7 minutes. That should be doable. There are a lot of time saves. I have to keep practicing the dodging of zombies. That's your zombie. What's his name? Since you know him that well, I'm sure he has a name. Graphics, chart design, the amazing cutscenes, the GF. Okay, I respect that. And of course, nostalgia is a big factor in that. That's also the reason why I love Metal Gear so much. I mean, don't get me wrong, Metal Gear is objectively a really good game. It's present in every top 10 list of most awesome PlayStation 1 games you find online. And oftentimes it's also first place. So, one can say it's objectively a good game, but nostalgia is still a big factor in this. So, what's the time? It should be lower than 1 hour, 7 minutes and 58 seconds because the auto splitter isn't that accurate. It usually shows a little bit more than it's actually. Yeah, 1 hour, 7 minutes and 46 seconds. Woo! Okay.